McGregor remains one of the most accomplished fighters in UFC history. He headlined 3 of the largest grossing live gates in UFC history, and of his 22 career wins, 19 of them came via knockout, with 14 in the first round alone. Now we welcome in our MMA reporter, Brett Okamoto, with us now. And Brett, what can you tell us about this arrangement and how it all came together with Conor McGregor and him entering the ring?
Well, you know, this happens every time that Conor McGregor sort of goes on a sabbatical from this sport, as we start to get worried and we start to say, this guy is going to come back and fight, right? He's out there filming movies. He's opening his own pub in Ireland. He's dropping his own beer line. And you just start wondering, this guy, when is he going to come back, if he is ever going to come back? But one thing about Conor McGregor, man, is he definitely still identifies himself as a fighter. And to me, in my mind, he was always going to come back because I think he still wants to get wins. I still think he wants to prove that he can fight. He wants all of those accolades. So it's just when and where was it going to take place? And I think by coming and doing The Ultimate Fighter, it gives him structure. It gives him time to be in an element of like a camp and get him back reintroduced into the fight game, because it has been a minute since he's been in there and he has been enjoying himself in the meantime. So getting on this show and being around Michael Chandler, I think is going to put him back in the right frame of mind.
They're going to coach against each other. Then we'll get to see them compete against each other. Conor McGregor, he hasn't been in the octagon since July of 2021 when he got injured in that fight. So what are you hearing about what he's been doing since the fight?
I mean, all you have to do is look at his Instagram account to sort of know what he's been doing. He's been enjoying himself. I mean, this guy likes the celebrity lifestyle. He is out there on his yacht, and he's, you know, it was reported last month that he is under investigation for an alleged incident that happened on his yacht last year where a woman was threatened, jumped off of the boat, she said. So this guy, when he's out away from the octagon, he gets in trouble. I mean, I'm not telling anybody anything that they can't see over the last few years. This guy likes to party it up and live lavishly. So again, I think getting back into the USADA drug testing pool, like this guy was virtually retired. He wasn't even being drug tested by the UFC. So it's like I said, getting him back into the fight swing of things, bringing him to Las Vegas. We'll see how he reacclimates to it all.
It's going to be interesting to see. And on the other side of things, Michael Chandler, he's been wanting this fight, calling for it for over a year. So what's his reaction to the news that came out this morning?
He sent me a text this morning that all it said was, life is good. This is exactly what he wanted. I mean, this guy was basically a star kind of outside of the UFC. He was one of those guys that the UFC wanted. He wanted to be in the UFC, but he was having such a positive relationship with another fight promotion that he stayed over there, made good money, but this is where he always wanted to be. He wanted to come into the UFC for the biggest fights, and he's done that. He's come in and he's made an instant splash. That's why he's getting this fight against Conor McGregor, because he's entertaining. And if anyone out there doesn't know Michael Chandler, do yourself a favor, watch some of his fights. You're about to fall in love with Michael Chandler, because when you watch this guy fight, he is all gas, no brakes, and this is going to be a wild fight. The fight community is very excited about this stylistically, because both these guys just go right off the bell.
Life is good. The entertainment is going to be good. The money is going to be good as well. Can't wait to see it when it all shakes out. Brett Okamoto this morning with the very latest. Thanks, Brett.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.